Hi, I'm Scott Goldfine, Editor-in-Chief and Associate Publisher of Security Sales and Integration. I'm delighted to have with me today Ian Siemer, Vice President, Marketing and Product for OpenEye. He is an expert on our topic of key video surveillance trends for security integrators. Ian, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
For starters, Ian, what do you see as the most promising video surveillance opportunity for integrators today?
So I think one of the really exciting trends and one of the ways that integrators can really capitalize on the current market is actionable intelligence and operational efficiencies. And that really comes back to that the end users in the market are seeing the technologies available in the consumer space, and they're wanting similar integrations in their own space, and they're looking to do more with less. So they want more accurate data, they want more accurate alerts, and they want all that to be in a platform that is going to create less burden on their operations and their IT staff. And so they're looking for these new emerging technologies and this intelligence and efficiencies to deliver that for them, because their labor costs are going up and they don't want to sacrifice features to get that.
How do you think is the best way for the integrators to deliver that to the end user? For them to be aware of how they can accomplish what you're saying.
So I think in a majority of the calls today, users that are looking to purchase a video solution have either had one in the past, they're often on their second or third now, or they're come from a company or space that's had it before. And so it's really incumbent on the integrator to, when they're having a conversation with the end user, ask them what their actual business problems are and kind of work past the core video recording component and talk to them about if they're having issues or spending significant time exporting and sharing clips or managing their users, or if they're getting appropriate alerts if employees aren't coming in on time, or that they have people in their back lots or storage areas after hours, and kind of probe for those secondary problems that are actually what need to be solved for most of these customers.
So know your customer. It's a big message there.
More than ever, I think. Users definitely aren't, they might come out and initially say they're looking for video surveillance, but the reality is that's not the buying decision that they make in the end. It's that secondary benefits that really guide them to what they choose.
Absolutely. So sell the solution more than anything else. And what do you think the integrator should look for most in a vendor partner to give them the edge that they need in being successful in this pursuit?
So one of the biggest things I believe is looking for a partner that's open platform, and that's focusing on creating this intelligence and this added value by working with other leading technology partners in the industry, so that over time they're really adopting and adding on at a reasonable pace the latest advancements that are taking place, because everyone has different specialties. And you really need to be open and pull in the best in breed as those come to market, so you can offer them in real time. And then past that, I think that they need to look at a solution that's centrally managed, whether that's locally. Our preference at OpenEye is the cloud, obviously, but and that's going to help the integrator not only reduce their truck rolls to more efficiently service their customers, but that central management is what's going to help the end users actually reduce their burden on IT and operations, and kind of see that secondary value in using and managing the system.
Are you finding that the comfort level of the cloud is really fastly rising?
Yes, very much so. And it's because users are already used to experiencing it and utilizing it in every other facet of their life, to watch their videos, to do their banking. They're performing other exceptionally secure tasks. And they're also finding that the centralized management and the other technologies at use with the cloud solution are actually creating a more secure solution than the kind of more old school, just standard open ports and port forwarding and things that they were doing on their networks to achieve remote connectivity. And so as the kind of next generation of IT managers comes in, they say the ease of centralized management, creates more secure user accounts and keeps us from leaving redundant or universal user accounts on systems, and that gives us more security overall regardless. So there's definitely been especially in the last 2 years, I would say, a big mindshare shift towards supporting that.
Mm-hmm. And Ian, would you care to highlight a new video surveillance development specifically that OpenEye is offering right now that you'd like to highlight?
So just in the last month here, the biggest thing for us is we just had our 2.0 release, and with that came one we released the new all HTML5 based thin client that's extremely feature rich and a lot closer to what kind of users might experience with a thick client. And we're really excited about that because it requires no plugins. It allows users to have a more robust experience without having to install any software on their systems and update it and maintain it, which again is one of those things that kind of reduces that burden and improves IT security practices. And then along with that, we just released a whole string of integrations with thermal camera analytics and queue management and more alerting tools where all that data goes to our cloud and gets pushed out as push notifications and reports and other data tools that users can use to see more into their business.
Wow, exciting capabilities. You guys are keeping busy.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. And that was the whole intent of our platform when we released it, was just to make a hub that could take all these data points in and turn them into efficiencies and insights for our partners and customers. So it's an exciting time.